Oh, I'd definitely say that's a pretty wild card.
I know the Fortnite's theme is nerdy TV show finales. However, I'm a bit rubbish and I do not watch television. The reason I'm making this video mostly is because a good friend of mine, his name's Sai, bought me a whole bunch of Ben 10 trading cards because A, he knows that I'm really into trading card games, and B, he knows that I'm really into Ben 10, so what could be better than a Ben 10 trading card game? And one of the most fun things about trading card games is that while they have rules, a lot of the cards have their own powers which generally supersede the rules, and what the card says goes. So there's about 3 or 4 different trading card games that I still actively have an involvement in. The biggest one of which, and the one I've been playing for the longest, is Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, this is a trading card game that is a TV series where they play the trading card game. It's all very meta, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is basically set in a world where monsters' souls are trapped inside cards and you summon them forth by playing the cards, and there's traps and magics and all sorts of stuff. Speaking of magic, that's another game that I play, Magic the Gathering, which is probably the longest standing trading card game going today and still going. The interesting thing about Magic is every year they release a new set, and that becomes sort of what's legal to play, and older cards are then not legal, because a lot of the time when people have had a long time with some cards, they can work out combinations of using those cards which can become pretty overpowered and broken in tournament play. So tournaments happen, that's a thing. There are quite a few kind of big tournament events, especially with Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh, where people can go along and play the trading card game competitively for cash prizes. And one of the biggest cash prize trading card games ever to be released was Marvel vs. DC. Now, this is a system that actually uses comic book characters. How could that be more nerdy and amazingly cool? The only problem with the Versus system for me was that they didn't ever bring those 10k, as in $10,000 prize tournaments, to the UK. So the UK gaming scene for the Versus system wasn't amazing. Still had a great time playing it with my friends, and I've got so many of those cards you wouldn't believe. A lot of websites and even some trading card game stores will sell singles, which means, you know, you can buy the exact card that you want to make your deck. Kind of takes some of the fun out of it though. I mean, one of the biggest fun elements of trading card games is opening booster packs, because you never know what you're going to get. And here he is, the man himself, Ben Tennyson. My nerdy pleasure this week is the fact that the MCM Expo, the UK's answer to Comic-Con, is happening in London this weekend, and a lot of my friends will be going. It's going to be full of comic books and anime and video games and all sorts of nerdy amazing things. And my nerdy question this week is, if you were a trading card game character, what would you want your power to be? So if you'll excuse me, I am going to open the rest of these cards, and with that I will see you